Edward left that gun right where he said he would, and you made your way to the top of that store. That part was a little bit more difficult than actually finding the gun.
Was there no access ladder? He got up. Why can't I get up? That's fine. So yeah, he'll get up there, look in the direction that you're supposed to be, and have a peek. Actually, you know what? First, what's around? Is there anybody else around here?
That's the real question, isn't it?
There's a few people that are driving to and fro, but it is later in the evening. The hardware store's closed. So, not a lot of foot traffic.
Only reason that if somebody's hanging around, it would be suspicious. Besides me, of course. It's not suspicious for me.
But yeah, no, not really. And looking through the scope, you obviously can't hear anything from this distance. Not if they raise their voices, maybe, but conversation does seem heated.
Okay, so really all Robert can do is wait for what could be a signal or the start of violence. Because he doesn't want to, pop a shot off early. That would be rude.
I'm thinking about doing something based on just it turned yellow, like the eyes and whatnot.
Reddish orange.
Reddish orange, yeah. like my background. So, what to do? I'm going to. It does look like some kind of ability being used here. No, I mean it's something is going on there. Can I surmise that?
Roll me intelligence plus occult at a -2.
-2. Okay. All right. Let me do that. Intelligence and occult with -2. All right. Okay. There's no composure here. With -2. 3 successes.
Okay.
It doesn't. If there is an ability, you can't tell what it is. Nothing feels different. Nothing looks different. And by the time she's fully looked right back up into your eyes, that change in her eyes has subsided.
Okay. So, whatever it was, involuntary potentially, I can surmise it wasn't like we were not getting affected, because remember last time I think it did something to Edward. So I'm trying to see if something similar is going on here.
Getting rid of owls. And why would the owls mean anything to anybody? Whoop-de-doo, you're killing a few birds. Go load a shotgun with birdshot and shoot it at the pigeons. I think you'd be doing more people a favor. You'd be at least saving the cars from being crapped on.
Whereas your immediate rival seemed to be more concerned.
People can believe whatever they want. And she then again gestures towards Bishop.
Do I know anything about Owl and the vampires or anything of the sort? Because this story just doesn't sound very plausible in that, like, what connection does a vampire have to owls and whatnot? This sounds very strange to me.
Meta-wise, the Strix are a ghost story to even the kindred, so a mortal knowing anything about the Strix is... I'm not even gonna ask for a roll. It's one of those things, just no.
Absolutely no. Look, it doesn't have to be this way. We had to bring in some support here as the situation was getting out of hand.
Aha!
Be reasonable here.
Gotcha. She points her finger directly into Bishop's chest. And right there is the truth. Finally, full admittance to bringing said forces down around us. Thank you.
Not all of it. Not all of it. The suits is a different matter. However that happened is separate. But yes, Church is brought into this picture. It's in your interest to resolve this as quickly as possible.
It's in my
With
best
us.
interest to make sure that we get even then.
We are even. We are speaking with you from a point of honesty and trust. So we are even, no?
Honesty and trust. Let's look at the facts here, and she begins to pace in front of the three of you. You call the church. My kind starts dying on both sides of the field. No love lost for the ones on the opposite side of the field. But my side starts to die. You come here, try to chat me up. And you think we are equals. I feel like that's almost the biggest insult. Now,
We did let you leave last time, no? You were leaving that burned out place. So,
with
I'm
that,
pointing towards where we met.
she kind of stomps her foot. And it's at this point we get to have a bit of fun.
Ooh.
Aw. As her heel clicks to the ground. So, now what we're going to do is we are all going to work for me now. The three of you are gonna go back to whoever you need to. And get names, addresses, phone numbers, and turn them into the police on suspicion of murder. And she is going to make her, she is going to make a persuasion roll here. Suffers no from actions or appearance. Blah, 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 blah. As I
Can
say,
we resist?
Resolve composure. How do we?
it's wits composure minus the dots in majesty. Majesty is 3.
Oh,
Wits and composure -3. Okay.
Oh, sorry, that's the wrong roll. I will. You want me to re-roll because I used willpower and a resistance.
I am
is
also
only
going
two.
to use willpower. Yeah.
Yes,
It's only
please.
2. It's only.
And I'm
you only get
gonna
one.
use the inspired condition for this.
Make that an exceptional.
Yeah.
All right, that's a
So, wits composure -3.
-3. You did not
Those-
-3 from your roll.
I use willpower.
Okay, willpower. Yeah.
I use willpower.
You only
yeah.
get. You only get. You only get 2 on resistances.
So you.
Oh, is that the case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is a Is it?
You're
Okay.
resisting. Yeah.
All right. So maybe I do it again. All right. Then that
It's a
becomes a
-1.
-1. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
Does Indomitable help you?
Didn't matter. Oh, it does because I have Indomitable too. So that is +2. I actually
Yeah.
didn't even needed it. So first roll is still active because I got +2 from Indomitable. So it's an exceptional success no matter what I did.
Is this wits composure or resolve? I guess it doesn't matter for me, but
I did its composure.
Yeah.
+2 from willpower, plus.
Everybody's able to resist this. That's...
Am I able to act because of this? Because I want to do something back, return to her.
I mean, you don't... Outside of your attention being completely and utterly drawn to her, you can't really... Her command wasn't really...
Compulsive.
Yeah, she wasn't... She was just attempting to exert herself here. But that part of it wasn't necessarily magical.
Supernatural.
Yeah, supernatural. Thank you.
But dealing with these kind of creatures, do I feel the majesty's effect? Because even as a single dot, that is very odd that she has that kind of pull. So do I get the feeling that she used majesty on us?
You wouldn't have any idea of that. You would just know that your attention... You don't want to look away from her, essentially, at this point.
As she's just in front of us, right, like that. That is not what we are here for. And we understand you are the nice one among here, and you have a sense of decency. That's why we came here to speak with you. Am I seeing surprise in her face? That based on the way that I'm talking to her.
Less surprised, more annoyed.
Okay. We can resolve this if we work together, as my colleague is suggesting. This is a peaceful conversation. It can stay that way.
Look, ignoring these two for a second. I don't know why the hell they dragged us out here to talk in the middle of a burned down house or house. I don't know. I wasn't here. I'm gonna rub my eyes here and stuff. I shouldn't have drank before I came here, but it is what it is. Look, I don't care about your little society. You can do what you want. We came here because we're told about some third group of terrorists that are blowing everything up in this city, even beyond your little feud with each other. That's what he wants. He wants leads on that. I don't know what that means, but that's what he wanted. I'm going to be blunt with you, because right now all this fancy talk has just been going around in circles. We ain't here to kill you, we're here to kill... There's, I don't know, what it's somehow connected to owls. I wasn't listening to the lad. I'm gonna be honest. After he told us off on the side of the road and showed back up in that... Yeah, I
The
wasn't
third
listening.
faction among your kind. That's what your...
Third faction
enemy.
has nothing to do with owls. The third faction is just a brood of malcontents that are content with ripping everybody to sunder.
She's responding that way
Yeah.
to us. Okay. Maybe we are ill-informed, but the third faction, then give us some leads, owl or not. I don't know where the owls are playing into this, but they seem to be the ones that need to be removed from this equation, no?
Robert,
Mm-hmm.
things have not gotten any less tense.
What's the range on awe?
You're out of it.
Not as much as the rifle.
And
Technically, no.
Did we agree on a signal, by the way? Like, this... this, what's the signal?
yeah, I think technically awe is literally anybody that can see her.
Awe is really good.
Yeah.
Vampire disciplines are really good.
Oh yeah, entire stadium once I owed. So yes, it could be.
It's just based on scene, so technically you're just far away in the scene. Like,
Yeah, I'm still looking. I would have seen her use it even if I didn't know it was being used.
Yeah.
So I guess now my crosshairs are on her.
It's there's double-edged sword in that. Right?
Uh-huh.
Would you like to, I guess, do a wit's composure to notice anything other than the vampire?
Yes.
You're like, please, I need to keep my wits about me.
Should I use inspired for this? I don't think I'll get 3 successes, so now. I should have used it.
Oh yes, you should have. But
That's right. 4 successes.
Tearing yourself away from looking at her. There is one important detail you notice. 2.
2.
Now 3.
Oh, these details are getting numerous. Can you go into detail about these details?
Black SUVs are beginning to pull. They're moving slowly around the area. You recognize them. They had just driven by before. You paid them no mind because they kept on their way. But now that they've looped back around,
Mm-hmm.
they have drawn some attention.
Okay. So. Do I call or do I text? They might ignore a text. I'm going to call whoever's doesn't look like they're directly in the conversation. But probably not Freddy because he's still drunk.
Probably Edward would be your choice then, because most of her, like, she even, like, poked Bishop in the chest, so.
She seems to be focused on Bishop, so yeah, I'll call Eddie.
Actually, here's a good question. Eddie, have you replaced your phone?
Sorry?
Have you replaced your phone? Oh, wait, no. You haven't replaced Bishop's phone. Never mind. It wasn't your phone that was damaged, it was Bishop's.
no, I don't have a phone now. The Pope's X phone is gone, so I'm back at the beeper level, guys. Text me.
I will answer it and then fold my arms with the phone kind of in the crook of the crook of my arm, so it's not quite there.
So basically, it's
take a
on.
few steps.
Oh, okay.
Take a few steps back and then try and have a really quiet conversation. Just listen very. I'm not putting it on speaker.
Well, convoy's getting bigger. They circling like wolves around the sheep.
Burst.
What was that?
Do we burst or is the cavalry coming in?
That don't look like our cavalry. So whatever y'all doing, finish up soon. Otherwise, I think it might get a bit loud.
It's
in
at
the best case.
Edward, it's at this point that you become aware of a black SUV. Well, both Edward and Robbie are aware of one of these black SUVs turning in to the parking lot where you are.
I think we've got about a minute. to make a decision here.
I think you got less than that.
Voice rings out. Problem out here?
Oh,
Voice
yeah.
from inside the SUV.
No. Oh, sorry, I didn't know. I thought that was. No. We're just settling a little bit of a. Car's had a bit of a knock back there. Just settling insurance.
I'm checking the license plates. Does it look like government license or like what is this?
The license plates are, you
FBI?
no, here's the thing. I don't believe in West Virginia front license plates are required. So you wouldn't be, you only have access to the front of the vehicle. You would have to literally break away and go behind to see the license plate. This don't look like no insurance knock. Person steps out of the vehicle. They are very well dressed. Very sure stepped.
Armed and sure stepped. You know, I don't want to put it that way, but sure step with some bulging equipment on either sides, or looking like not so much.
Suit and tie.
It's just a.
The only
it's just a
thing, the only equipment that is visible is a rather briefcase is not the correct word. This is more like a suitcase that he's carrying. It's much thicker.
He just came out with a suitcase from the...
Yeah.
And the SUV is stopped just next to us. That's what I'm assuming.
Idling.
I'm just gonna go and touch the SUV. Psychometry.
I don't think you're gonna make it to the SUV.
It's idling. I'm just gonna go and just...
Okay. Juliet looks directly at Bishop. What do you think you're doing? We're not done here.
I mean, I don't have to listen to her. This is the old fell too straightforward. I want to figure out what we are up against, so I'll get this in about 15 seconds. I feel slightly fainting. I think it's my blood pressure. I didn't eat for a while. I'm just trying to go, just make it look like I'm...
Listen.
Wow, my blood pressure must be...
The individual flicks out a pair of sunglasses, puts on the sunglasses. Listen, I only need one answer here.
You got just cause.
And he tosses the suitcase. As the suitcase hits the ground,
Am I able to touch the car in the meantime, or still not?
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Oh my god.
I need... Anyone must roll for surprise. That's gonna be, I guess, composure plus wits, and that includes you, Robert.
It's a flashbang or something.
You wish
Alright, I'll
it
roll.
was a flashbang.
All right, that doesn't look very good. I got surprised.
I got 3 successes.
I got 4.
All right,
I'm
so
not the one who's surprised.
Bishop, before you're able to put your hand on the car, this suitcase goes off with literally the light of the sun.
Oh my god. Whoa.
Everybody takes the blind condition. Bishop, you take the stunned condition as well.
Okay.
The amount of screaming that has entered the air is immense.
I'm
But
just
there
getting
are
the feeling that we should be doing these kind of things us too.
However, some screams are louder.
Oh god.
4 male voices ring out above yours. The 3 of you would realize that it is the other individuals that were part of the group. You just hear the hissing of Juliet. And then you hear the voices. This is why you always bring a pair of sunglasses to these type of situations. However, stand up. We got some shooting to do, boys.
Who's saying that? Not that I'm stunned, I wouldn't know, but just for...
Not that anyone can see.
The voice is from the individual that came out of the SUV.
Okay. The one who threw the suitcase, which exploded. Okay. Okay.
So when they say we got some shooting to do, who are they talking to? Us or someone else?
To themselves.
Yes.
What a pep talk.
You're not entirely sure. You're blind. You're hoping they're telling you to start shooting.
I'm stunned, but I could still feel. Do I feel holes in me after that conversation?
Yeah.
No, you don't feel whole. I am going to go ahead and roll.
That's reassuring.
Nah. If anybody wants to roll it. Initiative right now.
Oh, let's roll a blind initiative. Here we go.
Yeah, what's
I
the
got
penalty
great
for
initiative, but
being
I'm
blind?
stunned.
That means essentially your initiative is 0 at this time.
Yeah.
15.
I'm looking at the tilts. How do I get out of stunned?
15, 13.
Let me.
Your initiative is 0 automatically, so...
So I can end it by using willpower reflexively. So I'm gonna do that. So I actually get it. I'll get a -3 for this turn, but I'll still have it. Better to act than not act.
Okay. 13, 9. And then I need that down. 10. Okay. All right. So, with 5th, I am still gonna say that we'll count your initiative as 3 lower then, so you'd be tied with Frederick here.
Good.
So, Edward, for getting rid of the you might.
How do you get rid of the blind, David?
I'm gonna go sort of try and get back up on my feet.
Luckily, this didn't actually knock you down, so.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I will. In that case, yeah, fumble on the back, just draw the handgun.
Let's see. I believe this lasts for. I'll say this lasts for a round, essentially. The blindness, since technically this didn't cause an injury. Blinded is whenever that injury's healed. So that goes to Frederick and Bishop.
Frederick, you want to go first? Go first. I think you're better. Dex, I think you should go first. I'll go after you.
Frederick's action here is going to try to be not blind. Like, he's blind. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't have a gun
Possible
to
to rub
draw.
the eyes?
Yeah, I mean, he was
That makes it
already
better.
like, getting too sober for this, and then he just,
That's not good
Like-
for the hangover.
no,
Use an action. Can we cure it earlier? I guess that's the
action to vomit. I don't know.
rub your eyes. Oh my god, what the hell?
I mean, he's just. Frederick is basically blind and stunned. I mean, he's got no action here until he's not blind.
Bishop.
My turn. Over.
For me, the goal was to get more. Situation is strange. I'm not the main combat guy right now. I know the direction of the car. I'm gonna go through touch the car and psychometry to figure out what we are even dealing with here. I'm gonna go touch the car.
What's the roll for that?
Wits and occult. A number of successes gets a number of questions, essentially. Let me just roll it. Wits and occult, yeah. I roll this, and I'm gonna use a willpower also here, just so. And I have the specialty on this. Let's hope that this is definitely gonna succeed. Yes, it did. 3 successes I have. I used the willpower.
All right. What are the questions?
3 questions. What faction these folks are about?
Government agency.
Government guys, okay. Where is their headquarters? Where is this car has been the location in the city?
Oh, in the city?
Yeah. Or where's their headquarters, basically, where this car has been before driving here?
Washington, D.C.
DC came from. How can we meet with them again?
They will make sure of that.
Okay. All right. Good. I think we are going to be on the receiving end of this. Yeah. Okay. Mission accomplished for me. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Juliet, however, is going to. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Okay. Well. That's actually pretty easy. 1 die. 6, that's a 3. Frederick, you don't get your defense, do you, because you're blind?
Nope. Blind in both eyes negates defense.
How
Is
drunk?
she also blind?
Yes.
So cancel out, or I don't
So
know
it's
how that works.
It's a -3?
-5 if both your eyes are
-5.
gone.
Yeah.
-5. Because she is just wildly swinging. That's what that 1 dice roll was it was to see what direction she's swinging.
Although, arguably, I mean, I should not be making this argument, but you could argue that as a vampire, they probably wouldn't care too much, because they could probably just smell you and hear you anyways. So, but I still get hit regardless.
I
Yeah,
would
sure.
say, as a hunter, don't make that.
I will, because I don't care.
You you are taking. Luckily, it's only a point of bashing damage because she's swinging with very human hands.
Okay.
You just hear kind of a sigh as this person goes, like babies fresh off the teat, apparently. Pops her with what sounds like a small caliber handgun. But of course, she's a vampire, so
Bashing.
Robert.
Am I blind?
Yes.
I'm not shooting blind. I'm gonna take my turn to wipe my eyes and try and get my sight back, I guess.
So since there was no damage to this actual blindness.
One turn, basically.
Yep, Edward.
All right.
Vision is returned.
Okay, cool. I am going to.
It's not great. It hurts like hell.
What's going on? What happens with as
You see that
it's like swimming back?
You see that the suitcase has busted open. Very clearly some sort of device inside of it. You can't make heads or tails of it. The 4 other individuals that were with Juliet are still screaming on the ground. It looks like they've all received like 3rd-degree burns. Juliet is swinging wildly at Frederick, but she seems oddly unharmed. And this individual has pulled out a small hand pistol and has very clearly fired a couple of shots.
I'd like to run towards Frederick and get him out of the immediate danger.
Assisting, okay. Frederick, anything you do here gains a bonus because Edward is helping.
So yeah, I'll run towards you. Fred, it's me.
Okay, so there is a woman swinging at me. There is a Fed with a handgun next to me. Is there anybody else getting out of the car?
No, he got out of the driver's seat, so you're not entirely sure. He may have been the only person in there. But the car's still idling. You can hear the engine, humming.
And he did fire off a couple shots. He didn't shoot me, so I guess maybe he's on our side. I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess we're swinging back because, well, then again, they're shooting. I don't know. Frederick just got punched. He's swinging back. I mean, this is just an instinctual reaction.
Like, I can see you now punch.
Well, even if he couldn't see, he was probably going to swing back at the direction he just got hit from.
It's not her turn yet, so she is still blinded, so she doesn't get her defense. So just swing that Hail Mary.
Good old bashing damage.
You do as much damage as a gun. Doesn't that make you proud?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, that's not a bad roll. Bishop.
Okay. So it does look like they're on our side. If I'm allowed, I'm just going to say, guys, they're government, they're on our side. So I'm gonna say that just to basically get through the message, and I'm going to use Evil Eye on her. So to now the tables are turned. If we're gonna do this, let's do it right. It'll paralyze her. Resolve plus composure versus my wits and occult.
What is the exact wording of Evil Eye?
I'll give it to you in a second.
Do they have to see it is what he's wondering.
Yes, exactly.
Do they have to see it? That's the question. Just a second, and
because she's blind right now. Still,
that is definitely the case. And let me take a look. Yeah, I actually have the book right here, and it's right here right now. In a second, I'm going to give you 73. Yeah, Evil eye, yes. So just 1 second. Was the page in that? 73. I'll give you the exact wording in a second. Yes, so the evil eye. On her enemies with her baleful stare, they don't need to see. I need to. So I'm the one who's
Okay.
looking at them. They don't need to see my eyes.
All right.
Wits plus occult versus resolve composure.
Resolve composure. That's not a bad roll. Well, okay, it's not a great roll either, but it's a very mediocre.
Or
roll.
success.
1 success.
I beat that. So exact description says this. As an attack roll, this if successful, apply insensate tilt to the victim for turns equal to successes.
So 4 turns.
4 turn, yeah, she gets insensate tilt.
All right, so that is now her turn. So let me look at tilt. Control F. Leaving you opened. That's on page 285 of the Chronicles of Darkness book. Does somebody have that already open?
Yes, I do. If a character cannot take any actions until tilt is resolved, he can apply defense to incoming attacks, and if he takes any damage from an attack, he's knocked free of whatever fogged his brain, basically. So if he gets attacked, just like ending the tilt. So end of the scene,
Okay.
end of it'll take it 4 turns, and if you can use a willpower to act on a turn.
Or
But if we attack, it ends early.
That's correct. Yes. Yeah.
so, with that, she can't. She kind of just hisses under her breath, and it's the Fed's turn. He doesn't know what you doesn't know what you did. He doesn't care about her defense. However, he is going to take a point of willpower, and specifically because he was going to take a negative because Frederick just decked her, so firing into melee combat. Another 3 bashing damage, which brings her out of it. However, Robbie.
Yes, I got my sight back. I can see. Praise the Lord. So quick view of the situation. I see vampires on the floor burning, one standing, not burning, I assume, and
Yes.
bullet holes.
Bullets flying. Frederick decking her in the face with a haymaker.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff. Okay. So now he has a choice: either continue hammering away at this lady, or get the vamps that are burning on the floor.
To be fair, the vamps burning on the floor, they do not seem to be that much of a threat at this moment, to be quite fair.
They do not seem to be an immediate threat. This is correct. So, yeah, let's get to the one standing still. Julie, apparently, or Juliet is her name. That's a tie-up.
Was that what type of rifle was that, Edward?
I'm just reminding myself because there's 2. Hold on.
There's a few different types of rifles.
Yeah, I remember.
I assume it's the +4 one.
Is that the hunting rifle?
Yeah, it's probably
I
a
think
hunting
so.
rifle. Like, it's a bolt action. We're in West Virginia. Come on, they're on every street corner. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's the +4. It's not a big game rifle.
Okay. I have one set up. That one. So it's going to be, it's Dex Firearms.
Yep. Actually, Edward,
Yep.
Robbie, Is it -1 or is it -2?
Maybe the initiative penalty.
The
No, for shooting into melee.
No, I was
Right?
actually gonna say range.
It's extreme range. This is well within range.
Oh yeah, no. Okay.
Ranges are 200, 400, 800.
Does a scope give bonuses? I don't know.
Just go ahead and give
I
me
just
the yeah. If you want to burn willpower to negate the shooting into melee, feel free.
Sure.
And you may still have
Boom.
the inspired condition.
Should have burned it. Nah, that wouldn't really do much. So 3 successes plus 4, 7 bashing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That tears through her.
Boom.
She's missing a large chunk of her torso at this point.
She wasn't using it.
Edward?
So, yeah, handgun at the ready. It's there. I'm taking it you're still against negotiations.
She's missing a large portion of her torso. Verbiage is not her strong suit at this moment. So you
Negotiations have broken down.
I think we should work on Edward on this taking a step back. This is action. That's broken now. We take it.
I'm gonna take a shot.
minus, well, if you burn a point of willpower, you don't have to worry about hitting Frederick on a failure.
Yeah, sure. Dexterity firearms. Four damage, 4 bashing.
She drops to the ground, unmoving.
Walk over, training that pistol.
No. She ain't dead. The suit says.
That's what I thought.
She's just asleep. However, she's just asleep, and she ain't like the others over there. And then he walks over. Come out, whatever you are. And you see him flick a device out from his hand that he then forces into her mouth. And as he twists it, and as he pulls it out, you see black smoke trailing from it. It almost looks like he's holding a smoldering coal. Eventually, this thing condenses to the size of about a soccer ball of what looks to be smoke. And then he goes,
Sort of, just to get it straight, he pulled something out of her?
yes, with this
Okay.
medical device that almost looks like exceedingly high-tech forceps.
Did Eddie drop his phone or hang up?
No.
Sure would be nice to get some commentary about what's happening down there. I see something crazy.
You and me both. I know I tell you, but I think you're clear. Come down, join us.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to talk to all of you.
Alright, coming down, be there in 2.
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Hunter the Vigil. Critical Measures, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. As always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, why must those who hunt monsters hunt themselves?